The Detroit Lions take a tight end with the 34th pick. Let's get into it. The Lions traded out of the 6th pick last night and acquired the 34th pick overall in the 2nd round. And with that selection, they take tight end Sam LaPorta out of Iowa, the 6'4 product there, who, look, he put up 58 receptions for 657 yards, 1 touchdown. We've been hearing reports all off season forever that the Lions wanted a tight end. Lions wanted a tight end. They got their tight end in the 2nd round. Am I a big fan of this? I'm going to say no. I'm not the biggest fan of the tight end position. I understand it if they thought he was BPA. Still, we got tight ends on this roster that produced last year. Now we get another tight end here who's going to be competing with Shane Zylstra, Brock Wright, and James Mitchell. I'm going to assume it's probably going to be Brock Wright and James Mitchell that stay on the team, and Sam LaPorta comes in there. He is a good tight end. They actually didn't take Michael Mayer over him. That was kind of shocking in all honesty. But he ran a 4.59 40. He's the guy that can get separation and get some big critical first downs. Good at blocking as well. He's going to be I think he's more of a player that probably should have been in the 3rd round, in all honesty. But we take him in the 2nd round. And the Lions got another weapon offensively. Our offense is stacked. We do need to get a guard. That is probably something that will happen tonight, getting a guard to put in there. But this offense is absolutely stacked. Grade this draft pick for me right now. A, B, C, D, or F. I'm going to go with B-. Again, I'm not a big fan of taking the tight end, but at least it wasn't in round 1. I think I would have lost it if we would have took a tight end round 1 still. This is a high pick for a position I don't think is the biggest need for this football team. I think there's other spots. But if he was the highest on their board, then I'm fine with it because I always got to go best player available. Still, it seems a little bit out there. In all honesty, he's got great route running skills. His route tree is amazing. He will get separation. And since we do not have Jameson Williams for the first 6 weeks of the NFL season, he'll get some opportunities with Jared Goff to get some of those footballs. That's good. He works well in available space on the field. Again, he'll find the open hole. He'll get the catch for sure. He's good athleticism when on the field, getting the football. And he's a very competitive blocker, so he likes to block, obviously. In this offensive scheme, you got to block wide receivers as well as, obviously, tight ends, which you got to do that. Is sustaining the blocks, there's a question mark there for him. Can he sustain it all the way through? I think that's proven. He didn't prove to be a dominant player in college, even though he's one of the top. He's got a high ceiling. But if you look like at a Michael Mayer, maybe he was a better tight end right now than what LaPorta is, but he is a high value player for the tight end position in this year's draft. Still, I think this is a little bit of an overreach in all honesty. Not a big fan of this selection here, but we'll see. Look, in Brad Holmes, I trust. We got to be able to get talent on this football team. We got to be able to give Jared Goff every weapon humanly possible. He's got a ton of weapons now. Just an absolute ton of weapons for him to work with and get this team offensively to top 2, top 3 in all of football. And not much excuses left on this offense. This offense has got to produce, and I'm talking about everybody on here. You get Jahmyr Gibbs. Now you got LaPorta. You got wide receivers and tight ends. You got a damn good offensive line, running back. Got to get it done in 2023. It's got to happen. So I will be nice to see what Ben Johnson does with him and how they mix up their tight ends and how LaPorta is going to be utilized on Sundays. Hopefully he gets quite a bit of playing time. James Mitchell and him now, they're the young guys. and they're drafted. You guys, Brock Wright, undrafted guy. So a lot of young tight ends now on this football team. They got a guy who can produce right now. So stay tuned. I'm doing a short video here. Why? Because I'll be making a video here in probably about 20 minutes for the next prospect to be drafted by the Detroit Lions. With that said, folks, adios.